Welcome to CryptoTube, your home of masternode and proof of stake cryptocurrencies. Please subscribe to the channel to stay informed with everything that I'm doing. And today we are looking at 3 undervalued masternodes, all under 400 bucks each. And I think these represent good value right now and are kind of the projects that I'm looking at during this dip to really try and reap maximum rewards once we hit another bull run. So we've got 3 for you today. First of all, we have Monkey Project, which I'm sure quite a lot of people have heard about at some point. It's been around for quite a while, and this is obviously the stats for it. So a maximum supply of 21 million Monk, circulating supply just 3.6 million. If we look back at previous data, this has had all-time highs back in January of around $20, and obviously that's a lot of money, and each of these masternodes was once worth about 20 grand, but today the price has dropped significantly and a masternode will cost 382 bucks today. If we look at the graph down here as well, and we see the number of masternodes over time, and we've seen a sell-off back at the end of July and another sell-off just last month around mid-September time as well. So people have sold their masternodes, and there seems to be a slight buyback now. I think the reason for this is the project is hitting a certain time in its roadmap where it's actually bringing its main features to fruition. So I think this could be a really good time to actually get involved, because as I say, this has been worth a lot in the past, and crypto seems to be a very cyclical atmosphere. You seem to get these big dips and then big rises once again. And I mean, if we were to hit even somewhere like this point, $5-6 bucks per monk in the future, they're just 20 cents today. So for me, I think it's a good entry point. And even maybe just 5 months ago, you would have ended up paying $3.22 for each coin. So it would have been thousands and thousands of dollars for a masternode, and you would have really been kicking yourself. But now 382 bucks. There's just over 1,000 masternodes online at the moment, and the ROI is 168%. So you do get a really good return of investment. Yearly income $643. So I don't really think this is going to go down much going forward. What does Monkey actually do? So it wants to provide a fully automatic portfolio tracking app. So this is in an alpha test at the moment, and we are awaiting a full launch. But I think once this occurs, we could see a real good price action on Monkey. Also has cold storage options, and they just pretty much are a peer-to-peer decentralized crypto. And they're obviously listed on all sorts of websites. You can get involved in staking pools, shared masternodes, through Stake United, through Stake Cube. You can go on the Gin network and launch a full masternode too. And this was in August, where they actually had the private alpha of Monkey tracking, and they had 50 users from the community download the app and obviously did some tests. Everything seems to be successful from that as far as I see on the Discord chat, and they're quite confident of getting the launch out soon in the October update on the website as well. As we'll see, this was posted on 19th of October, and they just give you a brief overview of what's been happening. So Cryptopia now 100% safe to use. There was a mandatory wallet update, and Cryptopia was a bit slow to do this, and also CryptoBridge and Coin Exchange was slow on doing this as well. I think that may have obviously affected the price as well. If those wallets were not working, obviously you're not going to get as much volume in the day. And here is the app, and it talks about like the general idea of it, which is to create an application to automatically monitor and track your crypto portfolio without any technical knowledge. So it should help everyone to keep their staking and masternode portfolio up to date without the need of adding daily passive income balances. Will be accurate every time. So you can kind of see what kind of function they would produce. And if you go onto like Google Play Store and look at crypto-based applications, hundreds of thousands of downloads for many of these. So if Monkey Project can be the main one we go to for tracking our POS and masternode coins, which I think it could do because the layout from the picture we've seen previously looks pretty good, then why not? Why wouldn't this really take off? And as they say, for example, if they had 1,000 premium users, that would create $5,000 worth of Monk each month. So obviously the price is going to be inflated by the number of users on there, and obviously the marketing potential you have as well. Once you've got an app with hundreds of thousands of downloads, it's huge. So that's project number one, and as I said, Masternode will cost you $382 for those 2,000 Monk that are required. Second up, we are on APR coin. So APR coin has had a bit of an up and down past, which is fair to say. Price now is 1,073 Satoshis. The full Masternode will cost you just $208. So I'm looking at Masternodes under $400. You could effectively get two of these for $400 right now. Previously, this was, I think, about $8,000 for a Masternode. I think it was about May time from the research I looked at. So this has come down with a bang. If we look at the Masternode graph over time, bit of a sell-off, but as of recently, we've had a big buyback, and many Masternodes have been bought recently, and that again is probably to do with the fact they are about to hit some key points on their roadmap, which could well see the price of this go up. Another way of looking at it is because they're so cheap right now, a lot of people are probably just investing with a bit of a speculative mindset, because there is 141% ROI on this coin, which is rather good. And because there's 802 Masternodes already online, obviously an extra 10, 20, 30 isn't really going to dent the total ROI. When you see ones with a really low number of Masternodes, the more that come online really do take a chunk out of this ROI. So you can probably expect to get around 100% per year going forward. So what does the project do? So it's 100% decentralized peer-to-peer Masternode currency, which is fully open source. They have some really cool graphics on here, and they've really been putting a lot of effort into getting into brick and mortar based businesses and having places accept APR in the real world, which they've achieved. There is a list of pictures on here, and you can see all the businesses that are actually accepting APR, so it does have a real world case already. Total maximum supply, 25 million APR, so not a huge number of coins either, so they do have that scarcity still. And the block reward, 70% Masternode, 30% POS, so obviously going for the Masternode is going to be more profitable. If you go to community and APR loyalty, this is the main thing that they're trying to do, and it is creating a loyalty system for any and all businesses. So APR wants to be that application that any small business can use to create its own loyalty scheme, and we are coming up to that, and it says the free open source API will be launching Q4 of 2018. So we're almost there with the launch of this, and it says their vision: small to medium sized e-commerce and brick and mortar businesses often wish they could create loyalty programs to help solidify their brand image. However, oftentimes the process and expenses of setting up these programs become truly daunting. This is why APR Loyalty is committed to providing a 100% free API for everybody. So they're going to integrate their technology hopefully with many businesses all over the world, so they can have their own brand loyalty schemes, which obviously would have a really good use case, and I'm sure a lot of companies would be happy to take this on. So it's a kind of a matter of whether this is successful or not, whether the price of APR goes up or not. But obviously this is going to target a big audience, a big market. So this is why I think this coin does have scope to really improve. So it's only 1,000 Satoshis per coin, which is absolutely peanuts right now. $200 for a Masternode is kind of a decent, it may not come off, but I think it's a good entry point for this coin, and I'm going to give it a punt because I think this could potentially have really good gains going forward. As you see in the past, a lot of cryptos like this at the moment, it's like a bloody ski slope, but it has been up $1, $2, $3 in the past, and obviously it's just 7 cents today. So during a next bull run, if you could hit maybe somewhere near the $1 range, you'd be making a lot of your money back very, very quickly. So yeah, real world use case coming for APR. and also the fact it is integrated with some actual businesses already. They got a few promo bits on here, well worth a little look and see what you guys think. Also, 52% of the coins are locked in masternodes currently, so we could see some supply-based demand inflation. My third coin final coin is going to be Apollon, which does have a full working case. So the difference between Apollon and these other two is mainly its supply. There we go, XAP. So it does have a really big supply. Total maximum supply, 250 million coins. Again, very cheap, 157 Satoshis only, so it's not going to break the bank, this one. So roughly 1 cent per coin. So this one really is cheap as chips. However, we've seen a little bit of price action over the last few months. 369 Satoshis at one stage. It's dipped down to around the 150 mark now. So even if we see a bit of a spike over the coming months, this could double in price quite easily. It has been doing similar fluctuations for a while now. But what is Apollon itself? So it says passive income made simple. Download the Apollon node builder here. If anyone's heard of Gincoin and what the Gin platform does, masternode hosting service, Apollon does the same. So it's got its own app. You have to download the node builder app, and through there it just takes you to the steps of launching your own masternode. Fees for which, for the hosting fees, are paid in XAP Apollon coin. Therefore, the amount of business that this company does, it's linked to the price of the coin, because the more users you have, the greater demand for the coin going forward, because people need to be continually buying Apollon to pay for the hosting fees. So it says masternodes for everyone. And this is like a image of potentially the app that they're bringing out, and I think that is the start of next year. So they've got some bits on the roadmap as well that are really interesting. So November, whole masternodes. So they're actually trying to set up, I think, kind of a peer-to-peer purchasing system on here where you can actually buy a whole masternode through their website. I think fees would be payable in Apollon, obviously, but you'd be able to actually come and just purchase the whole of the masternode in one go. You don't need to go onto exchange and buy the coins and then set up the masternode. What they're doing is they're going to have the coins ready in a masternode for you. You just purchase the masternode and you pay the hosting fees going forward. So it really does make having your own masternode really simple, and you have to have literally no technical knowledge to do this. So anyone can really set up their own masternode. So this is around, I think, November time. So again, something on the roadmap that might create a big price spike going forward. And into 2019, as we've seen with the mobile app, they're trying to launch a completely app-based end-to-end solution, no wallet or desktop client required. So again, that could be really big going forward. So I think it's got good potential. And again, with this one as well, the team is really transparent, which is what I like to see. So I think this could be a really good investment that's kind of going under the radar at the moment. I don't hear a lot of people talking about Apollon. And again, if we look at the price, $253 for those 25,000 coin collateral, 0.039 Bitcoin. So for 3,900,000 Satoshis, or just $253, you can have your own masternode. And I think this one's got a really good chance of getting some good gains in the future. The number of masternodes online slowly picking up once again. And the ROI on this one isn't one of those silly numbers. It's just 73%, which I think may be one of the reasons why it hasn't got as many investors, because a lot of people go on masternodes online and just find the massive returns, your 800-900 percenters, and try and invest in that, put your money in, get it out quickly kind of thing. And a few of these lower ROI ones, low and stable is what we like, they are being overlooked. So pretty much all these coins that I've looked at, I've kind of spotted that they've had good run-ups previously. They've had some really good price action. These masternodes have been worth a lot in the past, and now we're at a stage where during the dip we're able to set up some good positions, because a lot of these are dirt cheap right now. And I just think investing a few $100 here and there could see massive returns when the bull run comes about. Who knows when that might be? We certainly don't, but we want to be prepared when it does happen, and these low cost masternodes may be ones to make us a good bit of money when there is a bull run. Let me know what your thoughts are on all these masternodes down below in the comment section. Any questions, or if you want me to do a review on a specific coin, leave that down below too, and I will get back to you soon. Thank you for watching, guys. See you later.